CustomTactiles.com here, and we're looking at a custom Eric Elson knife. This one is the Dreadlock Lite. Eric Elson's a knife maker, custom knife maker from Canada. I believe he's still a part-time maker right now, but he's probably working towards that full-time maker status soon as soon as he starts producing more stuff and whatnot. I've met Eric a few times at CKG. That's the Canadian Knife Guild show in March, which I'll be going to every year. And Eric's is a good kid. He's from Ontario there, and he first started out with fixed blade knives, and I believe he started making knives when he was 15 years old or something like that. And now he's gotten quite a bit farther, and he's making folders. I remember seeing his very first prototype folder at the CKG show, and he's come a long way. And this is an earlier version of his Dreadlock Lite, as I can tell. I haven't talked to him. I've actually was considering seeing if I could get a more current version from him to review, but this is the only one available to me right now. And this is an earlier one, and there's a few odd things. The hardware doesn't quite match in a few places, like the thumb studs. They're on the side, they're different. The G10's different from this side to this side. And his grinds are flat ground on this. I believe he's gone hollow ground on his newer knives. Either way, his grinds have a bit more of a defined look to them now. If you look at the newer ones, you can see that. This one, you can't really see the line of the grind on it. It's almost like it's too gradual or something. I'm not sure, but it might be because he switched to a hollow grind. I'd have to check to make sure. But this one is an S30B, as you can see, marked, and titanium frame lock. G10 on one side, titanium on the other, a la Strider SNG. He's got this little protector here that's like a slab of G10 that slides right in there, and that's pretty cool. I think it's a neat little innovation from Eric, and I think with a little refinement like he has in the newer ones, it actually looks pretty cool. It's sort of a nice little feature here. Prevents the blade from going over. Still gives you a frame lock, but with the liner lock sort of built into it. And his knives don't use a backstop. They use the thumb studs for both opening and closing. One complaint with this one, because it's using the thumb stud not only to keep it stop it in the closed position as well as the open position, it sits really close to the handle scale. So when you're opening it, you don't really have a lot of room to grip behind it. So you kind of work your way into there, so you can get in there. But otherwise, it's a pretty well made folder. I know his more recent models are more refined, so keep that in mind when you're seeing the review here. But he did a good job here beveling all the edges here. I like these grips. They're like super grippy. Lots of grip there, and back here as well. One thing I would have liked to see is these grips line up on the blade as they did here. I mean, it's not a big deal, but you know, it's not easy to make those line up as it's like curved. But if you worked them in afterwards, you might have been able to do that. Just little minor things, nothing huge. Of course, the hardware matching would have been nice. I know on the newer models, the pocket clip is no longer angled like this. It goes straight across, which I think looks better as well. Pretty beefy. This is the Dreadlock Lite, so it is a bit lighter. His standard issue Dreadlock, which I've also handled before, is quite a bit thicker, and it's quite a bit chunkier, and it's definitely more knife than the Dreadlock Lite here. But this is still a very nice knife. It does have that sort of a Strider feel to it. A little bit more refined looking than say a Strider. A little bit more expensive, but generally speaking, is very nice knives. And I can't wait to see more from Eric. He's been improving every single time I've seen him. So hope you enjoy the review. Eric Elson, Dreadlock Lite.